Hello and welcome everybody from Bahrain. Now we are in the capital city called Manama, and this is also the largest city of Bahrain. 200,000 people are living here, and the complete population of Bahrain is approximately 1.5 million people. And it's very interesting fact that only the half are Bahraini nationals. Bahrain can be found in the Persian Gulf, and it's an archipelago country. The official name is the Kingdom of Bahrain. It consists of 50 islands, and you can also find here 33 artificial islands, which actually shows how rich this country is. They could construct 33 artificial islands. The main island is called Bahrain Island, and it is 83% of the whole territory of Bahrain. Bahrain is the site of the ancient Dilmun civilization from the Bronze Age, and it was a very important trade center linking Mesopotamia and the Indus Valley. Bahrain was later ruled by the Assyrians and by the Babylonians, and since the antiquity it was a famous territory for pearl fisheries, which were considered the best in the world into the 19th century. Bahrain was among the first territories where the Muslim religion was spread already during the lifetime of the Prophet Muhammad in 628. After Arab rule, the Portuguese Empire conquered this territory in 1521, and they stayed here until 1602, when Shah Abbas I could expel all the Portuguese from this place. In 1783, the Bani Utbah clan conquered Bahrain, and since then the royal family Al Khalifa is ruling this territory. Ahmed Al Fateh was the first Hakim of Bahrain. Hakim means ruler in the Arabic countries. In the end of the 19th century, following successive treaties with the British, Bahrain became a protectorate of the United Kingdom, but they gained independence in 1971. Formerly an emirate, Bahrain was declared in 2002 an Islamic constitutional monarchy. Bahrain was the first country in the Persian Gulf who developed a lot after the post-oil period, because they invested during the decades a lot in the banking and the tourist sectors, and they gained a lot of profit from there, and also a lot of financial investors are present in the country, so Bahrain is very developed and a rich country. Just one more interesting fact about Bahrain, and we can start the sightseeing, I promise. So Bahrain has 760 square kilometers territory, and with that it's the third smallest country in Asia after the Maldives and Singapore. This is the World Trade Center of Bahrain. It was built in 2008. These 240 meters high, 50-floor office towers were inspired by traditional Batquers, wind towers, seen in historic Bahraini homes. They are linked in the middle by 3 full-size wind turbines, as you can see. These harness the onshore winds as they pass through the twin structures. These helped the World Trade Center win several awards for renewable energy, and has made it one of Manama's most photographed modern landmarks. The public transportation consists of buses, and it's very cheap actually. One Bahraini dinar is equal with 1000 fils. This is the change of the Bahraini dinar, and one trip costs only 300 fils. But actually there's also another option, that you buy a go-kart, and with this go-kart it's just 275 fil for one trip. But well, we must pay for the go-kart also 1.5 dinar, so yeah, actually it's up to you if you want to buy it or not. We are now in Bahrain's financial harbor, We can find many offices here belonging to the financial sector. But the most amazing skyscrapers are in front of me. These are called the Harbor Towers, East Harbor Tower and West Harbor Tower, each measuring 260 meters, and they have 52 floors each. Only the second tallest building in Bahrain, because on the first place we can find Four Seasons Hotel. Many corporate companies rent offices here, because also the offices have 100,000 square meters, so a lot of space here. But the whole building was constructed on 380,000 square meters, and the construction cost 1.5 billion US dollars. The construction was finished on the May of 2007. It's also a symbol of the very quick development of Bahrain, also in the financial sector. This is the gateway of Bahrain, constructed in 1949, built by Sir Charles Dalrymple Belgrave, a British advisor to the royals, and originally stood where huge dhows were docking, and they came with a lot of goods, and this was Bahrain's original customs pier. The sea has since been pushed several kilometers north through land reclamation. Land reclamation means that the area was filled with large amounts of heavy rock and cement, and it was filled with dirt and sand. So this is how the locals actually pushed back the sea. So we cannot even see the sea from here, because yeah, I'm on the edge of a park actually, and the sea is over there after that skyscraper what you can see in the background. And currently this is the gate of the Manama Bazaar, the gate of the souk. If you like bargaining and shopping, you should definitely visit Manama Souk. You can find here spices, shisha pipes, t-shirts, absolutely everything, so it's recommended to come here. And after you visit, you should buy something, and well, it's absolutely full with all kind of local stuff. It's also very crowded usually, so you can experience the local life moreover if you visit the souk usually. This is what I usually advise to everybody, that yeah, if you visit the local market, then probably you will learn more about local culture instead of just getting in a taxi or a metro and everything. So yeah, yeah. They say this is a new shop, so should come here. Should come here and okay. Should come here and visit.
Yeah, this one.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hungary. Yeah, so yeah, actually this is the reason why I was laughing already before I started taking the video, because people are always asking me to be part of the video, because they think that well, the shop might be advertised through this, so that's why I was a little bit blushing about it. But well, anyway, what I wanted to say that this is a very main sightseeing attraction of the city, the Manama Souk. Since centuries, a lot of Indians are living in Bahrain. That's why we can find here an Indian district, which is actually a souk. You can find here a lot of narrow streets and so many shops that you cannot choose where to buy something. But these Indian shops are absolutely colorful, and it's really worth to come here and buy some things. You can also find Hindu statues and also a Hindu temple, which is called the Krishna temple. We will also go there. There are also these typical flower decorations which are used everywhere in the Hindu temples. This is the oldest Hindu temple in the Persian Gulf, because it is more than 200 years old. Now it is very richly decorated because it's the Diwali festival, the festival of lights. Krishna is the main god of the Hindu religion, and this temple is dedicated to him. You can see Happy Diwali. Well, it is a really Arabic feeling here in Bahrain. It's totally different from Dubai. I visited there many times. When I arrived here, I was very hungry and I searched for a local restaurant, and you can imagine that it was split in two spaces. And well, on the left side I found an arrow pointing that that's the family zone, and I took a sneak peek what is inside, and I saw only woman in a black traditional burqa and with their husband and children maybe, so it was only families sitting inside. But on the other side I found only guys there, so no women, so I was wondering where a single woman can eat, probably nowhere. So yeah, it was really surprising that it was such a splitting. I can also see the difference in the dressing style. Men always wear long pants covering their knees, and I could see only some tourists who are wearing short jeans, and all local women are wearing the burqa and the hijab, and I saw only some Filipina women and some African women who were dressing like Europeans, but they also were wearing long pants and no skirts, of course, and no shorts, and they also covered their shoulders, so they were wearing like t-shirts. And yeah, that's totally different if I compare it with Dubai. Well, you would say that Dubai is a very modern city and they accept more Western culture, but I just wanted to explain to you what is the difference between Bahrain and Dubai, the Arabic places which I visit. One more strange thing which I saw was a restaurant without windows, and it was a Thai Filipino restaurant, and I went inside and I saw that they have also pork dishes on their menu. So yeah, I realized that that's the reason why this restaurant is so hidden, and the locals cannot take a look inside. In Bahrain there is also a district called Arad, which is very strange because we can also find in Romania a county which is called Arad, but I don't think that they have any connection. Well, why I came here? There is a very beautiful old fort called Arad Fort. It was built in a typical Islamic style in the 16th century before the Portuguese invasion, and is beautifully renovated. Well, this Arad is on the Muharraq island. Muharraq island is the second largest island in Bahrain, and we can find also the airport on this island. There in the background we can see a mall, Sif Mall, and we can go inside and discover this beautiful old fortress. Entrance fee is 1 Bahraini dinar and 100 fils. Well, I don't have a concrete opinion about the locals. I stay here only 3 days. Probably it's necessary to stay here at least 2 weeks in order to experience more the local lifestyle. Some people were staring at me, probably also because I'm walking. This is how I usually discover the sightseeing points. I'm not taking a taxi, I'm also a budget traveler. And well, there were also some people who are looking very angry on me. I don't know why, or probably maybe because of religion differences, but well, I don't mean it, I don't really know why, but I also met some very nice people. For example, a local older man who gave me some water because he saw that I'm sweating. I'm completely suffering from this weather. It's end of October, 34 Celsius degrees, not very hot. Well, in June, July it's above 40, sometimes 45 or even close to 50 Celsius degrees here. But I think well, it's also the humidity which makes a difference. So this 34 degrees, it's really horrible for me. This skyscraper reminds me of the Malmö's turning torso. The Yatim Mosque was constructed in 1992 by Sheikh Isa bin Salman Al Khalifa, and it's very unusual for Muslim mosques that this minaret is also used as a clock tower. The real gem is inside, framed by beautiful Kufic calligraphy. 4 pillars hold up the twin arches of the mosque's impressive mihrab. Mihrab is the niche indicating the direction of Mecca, and this is elaborately carved in different repeating geometric patterns, creating a dizzying effect. This time we'll visit the very beautiful Bahrain fort, which was built in the 6th century. Locals call it Qalat al-Bahrain. Well, historians say that already 3000 years before Christ we could find here a fortress, because this was a site of the ancient Dilmun civilization, because it was a very famous trading route between Mesopotamia and the Indus Valley, and this was the center of that trading route. So these Dilmuns already built here a fortress to watch over this trading route. Well, what I wanted to say that the Dilmuns are also mentioned in the epos called Gilgamesh, and there they say that this is a place of the immortals, a meeting point of the gods. So yeah, it's an absolutely amazing place. It's also part of the UNESCO World Heritage since 2005. So let's go inside and discover it. Archaeologists also find here some sources that also Greek, Persians and Portuguese were living at this site. That's an absolutely amazing contrast between the skyscrapers in the background and these ancient ruins. And it's a little bit also creepy that I barely meet any tourists and it's so silent, incredible. Unless I'm listening to my own footsteps. Unfortunately, we are not allowed to climb on the walls, so we can just take a look in the courtyard of the fortress. This time we'll visit the Al Fatih Grand Mosque. The foundation stone was laid in 1983 by Sheikh Isa bin Salman Al Khalifa. Why in this year? It was the celebration of 200 years of Bahrain, when, well, in 1783 the Persians were ruling this territory, and the ancestor of this sheikh, called Ahmed bin Muhammad bin Khalifa, or also nicknamed Al Fatih the Conqueror, came here with an army and conquered Bahrain back to his people, and since then Bahrain is ruled by the Al Khalifa royal family. And well, as a celebration they wanted to construct this very huge mosque, which is the biggest mosque of the country, and it is also between the largest mosque of the world, because it can host 7,000 worshippers, and it also has a very huge library which contains more than 7,000 books, and between them you can also find more than 100 years old Arabic books, lays on 6,500 square meters, so this also speaks for its huge dimension. Well, we can visit this mosque also if we are not Muslim, and well, it is also recommended because there are guided tours also for Arabic speaking people, but also for English speaking people, so you can just request that at the visitor center and you will get a free guided tour for the mosque. Well, constructions cost 20 million US dollars. If you consider the dimensions, you think that it is not very expensive, but this was in 1983, so well, it was very expensive. And they also brought Italian marble for the floors and Austrian glass for the windows, so it's very beautiful decorated. So yeah, let's go inside and check it out. it doesn't look like so big as the Abu Dhabi Grand Mosque. So the mosque is named after the first ruler of Bahrain who conquered the country back from the Persians, Al-Fatih, the conqueror. That's why it is called Al-Fatih Grand Mosque. Well, in the end it was not possible to go inside of the mosque alone. You must attend the tour, but it was not bad because they told us some information about the Islam. So this was the vlog about Bahrain. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if that's so, please subscribe to my channel if you didn't do it yet. It's very important to push on the bell icon, because this is how you get notified about the new contents. Have a nice day, and goodbye.